As we all know, February is the month of love. So what better way to have love than to show it to yourself? So I am here today to give you 10 tips on how to show better love to yourself. So this will be 10 self-love practices that you should incorporate into your daily life. Hey my loves, welcome back to a video from the Caravan of Love. I am Adia Love, and today the topic of conversation is self-love practices, okay? Self-love is very, very important to have, to nurture and grow within yourself so that you're able to really experience love externally in other relationships, whether that's friendships, romantic relationships, or just your family relationships as well. So I'm here to give you 10 ways to show better self-love to you, because you should be number one to yourself always, and know that love first has to exist within to exist without. I wish I could do like a little Disney. Yeah, so that was corny. But I do have 10 tips here. And of course, my handy dandy notebook to give you all some self-love practices to really incorporate into your daily lives to really boost up how you feel about yourself. So the first tip is to start your day off with positive affirmations. So every rising when I get up, I love to speak life over myself. I tell myself how beautiful I am, how proud I am, how grateful I am for life, and just how proud I am for how far that I've gotten. I just like to show gratitude generally to myself. The way that I do this is that I actually have a small self-love altar. On that self-love altar, I have 3 pictures of myself. The first is a newborn picture. The second is around when I was like 8 years old. And then the last is a picture of me when I was about, I think it was taken last year, so maybe 27. And it just happened in 3 different stages in my life where I felt powerful or beautiful. So I like to talk to myself as my higher self, which is the picture when I'm 27, 28, just me tapping into the inner power. And then my inner child. Those are the 2 pictures with my newborn and my little 8-year-old picture. I just let her know that I am proud of her, that I nurture and I care for her, that I love her, and that I fully support her, as well as let her know that I'm so proud of all that she's accomplished and all that we are going to accomplish going forward. So that's just one way I love to start my day with positive affirmations. I speak to my baby pictures and my adult pictures in a way that just allows me to be more confident and basically be my biggest cheerleader. You know, sometimes we don't receive that, I don't want to say external validation, but we don't receive people telling us the good things about ourselves, or just anybody kind of pouring into our cup. So I like to start the day off by pouring into my own cup. So that was tip number 1. Tip number 2 is don't compare yourself to others, okay? With social media and the age of having constant feeds, it really allows us to peek into people's lives and see how they're doing, quote unquote, or what they're doing and how they look or what they're accomplishing. And sometimes this puts us in a space of negative resentment, or we look at people and think, well, hey, why can't we do this, or why am I not doing that? So tip number 2, definitely don't compare yourself to others, because other people have their own journey. You are you specifically, and that's your power. You are you, and nobody else can be you. No one can do you. No one can do the things that you do. So it's very important to let your light shine and not worry about that of others. You have your own specific powers, your own purpose, your own magic. So do not compare yours to that of someone else's. The third is to recognize and accept all your emotional states, okay? Self-love is nurturing and caring for yourself and how you feel. You have to check in with yourself daily, okay? We're always wondering or worrying sometimes about others, caring for others, but you should always check first with yourself. A couple ways you can do this is by journaling. Definitely write out and check in with yourself every rising. And the second way is to journal before you go to sleep, to check in with yourself and show what you're grateful for the day that has passed, and welcome in the new abundance or the new growth from the day that's coming. So journaling is definitely a way that you can tap into being knowing of how you may feel, even if you may get a negative energy or a negative thought or something that kind of comes up you may get frustrated, or you may get angry, or you may get sad. Journal about those emotional states, okay? This is going to help you to feel it, to heal it. You can't go around it, you have to go through it. So that is a very important tip that I love to do. Anytime I get upset, bothered, I may do a voice recording on my phone, or I would do like an actual handwriting in my journal. So that's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is to make time for yourself, sweetheart. We are on the go constantly. We are working every day. We are taking care of family and friends. We are always just moving. We're on social media constantly. We're consuming information. So you always want to make sure you make time for yourself, either at the very beginning of the day or at the end of the day, or if you're feeling frisky, do both. You know, I like to start every morning, every rising with a daily practice. I pray to my ancestors, to my self-love altar, and I tap into my chakras with the different altars that I have built in my sacred space. So I really allow myself to not rush to my phone when I wake up. I make sure I pray, I do my meditations, I give offerings to my ancestors, and I speak life, like I just told you, to my self-love altar. So I make time for myself every rising. Most of the time, after I do my readings at night, I like to take a salt bath because it makes me feel nice and rejuvenated, and I release all the energy that I've carried with me throughout the day. I sometimes like to add bay leaves, I might add some roses, I might add an essential oil, put candles and crystals, and just really give the whole ambiance of like a spa feeling. So you have to put time aside for yourself to nurture and care for your body. Which brings me into my 5th one. You want to move your body, okay? Love is movement. You want to make sure you're either doing light exercises, yoga, or some type of stretching practices day to day to make sure that you show your body that you care and that you're proud of all that it does for you. You can always speak to your body as well. Say, thank you, hands, for all that you allow me to touch, receive, to grab. Thank you, feet, for walking for me day in and day out, placing my footsteps before me. Thank you, knees, for your bending abilities, or lack thereof, depending on, how you like to bend. And just, go through the whole system. Thank your heart for beating for you, pumping blood into your veins and your vessels. Thank your nose for breathing for you, your mouth for tasting, eating for you. Like, you really have to thank your body as well as move it. So gentle exercises is definitely something that I like to do daily, because I like to have a cute little booty most of the time. I like to have nice accentuated waist. So I do workouts in my room, just with some resistance bands. I have like small weights that are light, and I also have yoga mats and like the other type of, so there's 2 type of resistance bands. There's the wraparound band, and then there's the long one. So I got both of those, and then my light weights that I like to use. And I have my yoga mat, which if I don't at least do the workout, I'm gonna do yoga and I'm going to stretch. So move your body, show love to your body by incorporating more movement. The 6th one is to eat healthy and nutritious foods. Now, I know sometimes this is one that we struggle with, with the food that is widely acceptable to us or widely available, I would like to use. There's not always the most nutritious route or option readily available. So you want to make sure that you prepare your own foods at least once or twice a day. Make sure that you're placing your hands, your positive energy into your food, because when we eat foods prepared by the hands of others, we're ingesting their energy. Whether you look at it that way or not, that's kind of the truth. So I like to prepare my own food for the most part. I eat out sometimes, and I am vegan, mostly plant-based at this point in my life. So I do eat as healthy and nutritious as possible, but I do like to prepare my own foods, like I say. So make sure that you eat light, or at least not to the point where you feel drugged or like heavy so you're over full, because that's how you kind of allow food addictions to come into your life. When you're constantly snacking, you're constantly overeating, you're constantly ingesting foods that have no nutritional value for you. So it's like you're eating constantly, but your body is still hungry because it's not receiving what it truly needs. So incorporate some leafy greens, some colorful fruits and vegetables into your diet. This is what really going to help you tap into that self-love, that care and nurturing, just by eating better, knowing that you prepared your meal yourself, and that this is something that I'm eating that's not only going to give me energy, but it's going to give me positive feelings of love just because this is healthy for me. Okay, so the step one is to always forgive yourself and show compassion. Always show forgiveness for yourself, because sometimes it's not the people outside of ourselves that we have to forgive, but ourselves for either putting us in that situation, for making us feel that way, for thinking that way, or for thinking that we should have known better. Sometimes we just literally don't. So give yourself compassion and grace. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself so harshly. You are you. You should be your biggest supporter and not your biggest critic, if that makes sense. You should definitely tap into letting go and releasing some things from the past, some things that you may carry with you emotionally, just so you can really allow that forgiveness and that the opening of your heart, so you can just really be positive, loving, and be in a high vibration for yourself. So always forgive yourself for perceived wrongdoings, for perceived flaws, or just thinking that you may not have done the right thing at certain times in your life. It's okay. We all mess up. We all fuck up. We're humans at the end of the day, but you are a soul having a human experience. So remember that. So the 8th one is to end toxic connections in relationships. Okay, that is a self-love practice, my friend. You should know what is best for you, or you should be learning to understand what's best for you. If there are people that are constantly dragging you down, there are people that speak negative energy over you, there are people that tug on you and like use you as an emotional dump, it's time to end these connections, because there is no value for you in those. Just allow yourself to let go of anything that's truly not in alignment with your energy. You are beautiful. You are a wonderful being. So you should definitely end any connection that is not good for you, that is not of high value, that is not nurturing you, that is not reciprocal, that is just negative. It's toxic. If they don't wish you well, if they don't support, if they don't truly value you or give you what you need, it's time to just let it go. End it. Which brings me to my next one. Create healthy boundaries around yourself and your energy. You should protect yourself, okay? Always. You should be the gatekeeper of who gets into your energy and who does not. You should always know when there should be a line drawn, okay? So if there's somebody that is a habitual line stepper for the lines that you draw, it's time to cut them off and let them go. So some healthy boundaries would be that, don't call me when you're upset or you're in high energy, because there is a such thing as energy transference. So when I say high energy, that's like high negative energy. You're fussing, you're yelling, you're crying, or you're just really, really distraught. A healthy boundary of mine is, because of me being an empath, that's just me, I don't like for people to call me upset. Don't call me in high energy. Don't call me when you're crying, because I can feel it and it will kind of come on to me. I know that's kind of like, I don't want to say that's selfish, but that's a boundary of mine. That's just how I feel about it. So like, know that your boundaries are your boundaries, and nobody should be able to contest them or tell you that it's not good, because it's for you, no matter what they may think. Another example of a boundary is to have certain standards for the people that you even allow into your life. So standards is definitely a way to have boundaries as well. The 10th and the last tip is to always put yourself first. You are who you're here for. Your journey is yours specifically and no one else's. No one can live your life for you. No one can make choices for you. No one can die for you. Therefore, you must be your lead. Okay? So stop the people pleasing. Stop worrying about what they may think, what they may feel, how they may react to certain things that you do, because at the end of the day, this is your journey. Be yourself and live in your authentic truth. You should never question yourself due to the lack mindset of somebody else's. Don't allow anybody's projections to come onto you and your energy, because at the end of the day, you are authentically you, as you should continue to live in your life, being yourself unapologetically, and knowing that you are the light. You are the source. It's you, baby girl, baby boy, however you are watching this video, you are the person that you live for. So therefore, always be number one to yourself. And this is a bonus one, but it kind of goes into putting yourself first. Learn to say no. Sometimes we overextend ourselves too freaking much by always saying yes, yes, of course, yes, I can help you, yes, yes, yes. Help yourself and learn to say no sometimes, okay? It's okay to not be available. It's okay to be busy. It's okay to just not feel like doing something. You know, people pleasing is one of those things that a lot of people fall into. Me, just saying specifically, like in the past, I was definitely a people pleaser where I was always doing things for others and putting people before me. And I was saying yes when I really wanted to say no. So definitely learn to say no. So to wrap up this self-love practice, I just want to do a small, shameless plug and let you know about my sweet love bundle that will help you in attracting that self-love, that will help you into tapping in the love that you have within and bringing it out. So I actually have the candle lit here. This is the self-love candle, the sweet love candle. But I'm going to pull one out of this sweet love bundle for you. So this is the box that you will receive with your sweet love bundle. It is nicely decorated with some cute little frilly things inside, and then you have your product. So the first, like I just told you, is the sweet love candle. It has been infused with herbs. The herbs inside of the candle are rose, jasmine, orange peel, and hibiscus, and it has a very beautiful, sweet, soft rose fragrance that I just love. It's so nice. So you can burn this candle at your altar space, or just in your room, at your desk, or any space where you feel safe with having a candle. And burning this will allow you to attract that self-love in and attract love into your life. This has the healing because I enchanted it. I meditated over it and I placed these beautiful herbs into it so that you'll be able to feel love within when you light this. So it's very, very beautiful. Got the cute little logo on top, the Caravan of Love, because I'm all about love. And on my hands, I actually have the self-love oil. You can see how moisturized my hands are, how they're shining. I also put it on my face and my body. But this is the sweet love oil that comes in the bundle. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can get this light. But there's actual rose and flower essences in the bottle, okay? This is also infused with rose, jasmine, orange peel, and hibiscus. Very sweet smelling and has that same rose fragrance that I just love. It's very moisturizing. You can place this on your hands and rub it in and like just envision yourself receiving or giving love to yourself, as well as just rubbing it on your body. When you come out of a nice bath, a shower, anything of that nature, dress your body with this beautiful oil to feel all the vibes, all the positivity, all the love, okay, overflowing in you. In addition to these two products that you receive, you will also get a love reading that will tell you how you can invite more love into your life. All three of these products together are only $25, and I ship. Yes, I do ship. So definitely go to my link. I'll paste it here, or have it pop up, but the link will also be in the description so that you can purchase your self-love bundle today. I have 3 more left, so claim your box, okay, so that you can really tap into this loving energy, get that reading, and know how to really incorporate love into your life and exactly how you can invite it in. So I hope that these 10, well, actually you get a bonus, so 11 self-love practices are tips that you can use for your day-to-day life to incorporate more love into you and just allow yourself to feel that self-love. So thank you again for tuning in. I am Untitled Love, and this is the Caravan of Love, and I am sending you love, peace, and light always.